Welcome fellow makers and making enthusiasts to Pandora's Props. In this video, I'll be making a legendary piece of kit that no Vault Hunter should be without, so stick around if you want to see how it was done. This build is very similar to the Mass Effect M3 Predator handgun build from my last video. The biggest difference is that I used spray-on Plasti-Dip instead of Mod Podge to seal the foam for painting. And if you want to see high-quality images of my work, you can check out my Deviant Art page. I'll leave a link in the description below.
Well, the first thing I want to do is cut off these. These will be done out of a different material. I'm going to cut the rest of the body into sections of different widths of foam. Now that it's broken down into each one of its constituents, I'll start with an easy one. Square. I'm going to cut it on the big side of the line so that when I stick them all together, I can sand them and have smooth surfaces all around. I think I'm going to leave this little notch for later. That'll be easier to cut out when it's all done. How about this? My failed Predator. I'm going to do one more out of like 6mm. That way I have nice foam to work with on the surface. And that should give me very close to the 2 inches that I need. One too many. Fantastic. Now we sand all these edges into a perfect square. No, into a rectangle. Well, some kind of geometric shape. Now I want to cut out this notch here. Oh, there. Could be a lot worse. So in one of these layers, I want to cut out this hexagon. That'll give me that recess in there. There-ish. Let's give this a shot. That would be worse than that. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty good, actually. Kind of like that. There. And then on the front. This part goes this way. Next step is going to be cutting out of 2mm foam pretty much this whole shape. Okay. And of course this. Actually, I want to change one thing on this piece. This is not part of it. It'll go like this and leave a little recess for that part. I think it'll look good. Most important thing is that this lines up with this hole. Sure. We'll go with that. I'm going to bevel these corners by hand. Next piece will be this extension down here. Okay, a little bit of fixing up to do. Could have gone worse. So all of these little fuzzies from the power sander get cleaned up with this fine emery board. Well, I think that was actually all of the hard parts. So on top of this box, we have these two batteries or capacitors. And about a week ago, I finished a roll of tin foil. And I kept this tube because it's stiffer than a paper towel tube, and I thought maybe it would come in handy. It'll keep it nice and light. So I'll just cut it up and then plug the ends with foam. Oh, that's perfect. I think super glue will work great for this. Try that. I'm not entirely sure if contact cement will stick to this wood filler. Just lots of it on there. This is not coat hanger. This is brazing wire. Okay. Bit of super glue in there. Oh, nailed it. Now I can hang it in this hole. That'll be covered up later by this. One more thing before priming. I cut the neck of this bolt off, and it's going to sit inside there like that because that's how it looks on the model. Scoop it in there. Fantastic. Now at this point, it's tempting to want to lay down the biggest color on the piece, which in this case would be the pink. But if you do that, then every time you need to paint something else, you have to mask off the whole pink area. So what I'm going to do is start by masking off small details that are going to stay black or I'll paint over a dark color with and work my way up to the larger area, which is the pink.
absolutely usable. So the next layer is going to be the pink. So I need to mask off this white stripe that I've measured at 9/16 of an inch. It's not paramount that I paint the back. It's not going to be seen, but I'll know. Now for the yellow, I just need to mask off everything else like so. Alright, that's all the pieces spray painted. The next step is hand painting. Time lapse, go. For these wire bits, I clipped and bent some copper wire that I will glue into place and then paint. I think that'll look good. Oh, that's really good. And I'm going to need to touch up the paint, but other than that, very happy. These are going to get hot glued together and then hot glued to the base. And then I'm going to roll them together. Squish. Squeeze a little bit there, squeeze a little bit there. Let's see here. This piece will get glued on after clear coating because I'm going to use this hole to hang it. Alright, I got another piece of brazing rod here just for some structural stability. And in here. Okay, and this tube is empty. Wow, that was just enough. That's my bee shield.